Hey, welcome everyone. This is Mike from zozostockwatch.com. This is going to be your stock watch list for the 28th of March, Thursday. March is coming to an end as we're headed towards April. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Trade Exchange News Service news box, the audio news throughout the day at Trade Exchange. So Five came out with earnings per share beat by a penny, revenue beat for Five. It's a retailer, specialty retailer. Then Five guiding earnings below consensus, but the stock remains up in the after hours. Lulu, they came out with earnings after the bell tonight. They also announced a share repurchase for Lulu. Earnings per share beat by 11 cents. Revenue beat for LU. Board of directors announced a 500 million stock repurchase program. Comparable sales increase 16 or 17% on a constant dollar basis for LU. So that stock pushing higher in the after hours as the shorts taking a hit there. VRNT had earnings after the bell tonight. Earnings per share and revenue beat for VRNT. That's in that software application space. That one is moving up in the after hours. We had some news from ACAD, positive phase 2 study there on ACAD. So that stock moving up a bit in the after hours. You could see it was very volatile in the after hours, but I think, yeah, it's up here at $27 currently on ACAD. We did get a buyout in the after hours tonight on Semiconductor, acquired a QTNA. So that was a buyout in the after hours. Let's see. On Semiconductor to acquire Quantina Communications for $24.50 per share. So On is moving down a bit on that news. They actually got an upgrade today at Goldman Sachs on Semiconductor. Didn't help the stock too much today. Anyway, they did that buyout. By the way, the Lyft IPO is coming out this coming Friday. There right now it's the IPO price between $70 and $72 a share. That coming from CNBC on Lyft. And we had GEVO had earnings after the bell tonight. GEVO. That stock moving down in the after hours. RKDA also had earnings after the bell tonight. That stock is moving down on RKDA. TRIL had some news after the bell tonight. It's a small, under $1 name, but moving up. It to unveil its let's see, STING agonist program at AACR annual meeting 2019. So a little bit of news there on TRIL. That stock ticking up in the after hours tonight. So let's go ahead and look at the SPY today. Once again, narrow trading range for today. The low today on the SPY, and I'll show you this on the intraday chart also. Low was 277.93. We closed at 279.65, so they are staying below that 280 area. We remain below the 10 SMA currently on the SPY. 10 SMA is at 281.25. We also remain below the 5 EMA, the yellow dotted line you see on my chart, which is at 280.42. So we remain below some of these fast moving averages. And we did get below the 20 SMA, but they closed us back above it. The 20 SMA is at 279.81. So actually we closed a little bit below it, sorry, 279.65. So right around that red moving average there on the SPY currently. TLT keeps climbing. As TLT moves up, the bond yield moves down. So TNX, the bond yield, the 10-year. Let me show you this on a weekly. You can see it more clearly. Actually, let me go to this chart. So here's the as the TLT moves up, it's an inverse, right? As that moves up, the bond yield moves down. Now we were up here at 3.20%. We're currently down at 2.374% on the 10-year. So as you can see, this is what folks are worried about as the interest rate keeps moving down. Now, great for mortgages, good for the home builders, but might mean a slowing economy. A global slowdown is what the worry is going on in the markets right now. Now, we're not getting, massive sell-off. I'm not trying to say that, but there are some concerns out here. So let's go back to our SPY chart, and we are kind of in this narrow range. Bulls are trying to defend, bears are trying to break us down. We're holding above the 50 SMA on the SPY here on the daily, the dark blue moving average that you see there. If we look at it on the weekly chart, we're still holding above the 10 SMA on the weekly chart. So the Dow Jones was down 33 points today. The Nasdaq was down 48 points, and the S&P 500 was down 13 points. There was a little bit of buying in the transports today. The transports were up 90 points for the day today for the transports. If we look and see what was moving up today, the VIX was up 3%. We have a 15 handle on the VIX. Like I said, the TLT was moving up, so rates are moving down. Here's your transports. The Dow Jones transports up 90 points, up a little under 1% on the day. KWEB was up fractionally today. That's the China Internet ETF. That was up a little bit. KRE was up fractionally today. The dollar was up fractionally today. To the downside, gold, JNUG, was down over 5% for the day. The marijuana ETF was down about 3%. Cronus Group had 3 downgrades in Cronus Group, and there was one with a $17 price target on it after their earnings came out yesterday on CRON. So that stock taking a hit today. That one is in the marijuana ETF. So the marijuana ETF down 3% on the day. The SMH was down a little under 1.5% for the day. The software application index, the IGV, was down 1.33% on the day. If we go ahead and look at the sector performance, the XRT was up today. The XRT moving up a little bit, trying to get above the 20 SMA, up about 1% on the day. Like I said, the home builders were getting some buying today. Lennar had earnings this morning on LEN in the home builders, so that one gapped up. Let's look at some of the home builders real fast. Toll Brothers was up today. TOL, DHI also moving up today. You had Beazer Homes, BZH, moving up today on that name. And actually, the chart for Beazer Homes, BZH, looks pretty good, starting to get back above the 200 SMA here and the 50 SMA. Just thought I'd point that out. PHM, Pulte Homes gapping up today, PHM moving up. So the home builders had a good day. Like I said, as interest rates move down, that's good for the home builders and mortgage rates. So that was, ETF was up. The XME was up fractionally for the day. Over in the Dow, let's see, we had Boeing up about 1% on the day. We had Travelers up 1% on the day. Apple was up a little under 1%. That's a Dow component. In the S&P 500, we had, like I said, Pulte Homes up 5%. Lennar up 4% for the day. PXD, this is in the oil sector, was up a little under 3% for the day. Over in the NASDAQ 100, CTRP had a good day today, up almost 4% on the day. Tesla had a good day today, up over 2.5% on the day. Some of your airlines got some buying today. American Airlines, LUV got some buying today. So the airlines did okay, a little bit of a bounce there in the airlines. Let's see, GLBS in the shipping sector was up about 12% for today. This recent IPO, TIGR, up up almost 7% on the day today. Yeti climbing 6% for the day. Then there's Beazer Homes was up a little under 6% for the day. HEAR climbing almost 5% on the day. Over in the for the low float gappers today, this RBZ was up over 220% on the day. RBZ having a spectacular day. We actually got a little piece of this today. It wasn't that easy. It had spreads in it. It was a tough one to trade. We got a little money out of it today. Overall for the day, it was okay. Nothing major as far as gains for me. Yesterday was much better for me. Swing trades are very hard to come by right now, so I'm holding off on swing trades, but finding some of these little names like RBZ, AVEO gave us a small little pop today. We did trade Tesla in the service today. I talked about Tesla last night on the video, said that it was getting near a support area. So we were playing Tesla as it was coming up through 270. I got a couple of trades out of that. But overall, not one of my better days in day trading. And like I said, in swing trades, we're being very cautious right now. This GRNQ was up about 58% on the day. CARV was up 39% on the day. CRMD was up over 22%. AWSM, which is actually moving up, I think, in the after hours. Yeah, AWSM climbing in the after hours. That was up also today. SNDX, I didn't catch this one. This one was popping up 16% on the day. CHFS also moving up today on this name. Now it's a beaten down name. They're trying to turn it back up on CHFS. So that was some of the stocks that were moving today in the market. Some of those small names going up today. UXIN was up today. We got a small trade out of this. We got in it like around $3.90, and it popped up to, I don't know, it was about $4 and 3 cents or 2 cents. So a small trade in that one. It is one that's on my watch list for tomorrow on UXIN. We'll go ahead and take a look at some of the stocks. So Amazon was down about 1% on the day. Adobe was dropping today 1.22%. Google was down. Facebook was down. Microsoft. So you see a lot of red on the screen. Apple was up under 1%. Home Depot was up a little bit. Lowe's was up 1.33% on the day. So kind of a mixed market. Boeing holding up the Dow today, up about 1% on Boeing. Merck moving down. AbbVie moving down. J&J was up fractionally for the day. This heat map courtesy of FinViz. Qualcomm that was moving up yesterday, down almost 2% on the day today. So the banks were back down. The bigger banks were down today. Reminder for tomorrow, we have the GDP coming out Thursday on the 28th. Comes out at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, so just be aware of that. That's coming out. Could be a market mover for tomorrow on that GDP. This calendar courtesy of the Trade Exchange. Before the open tomorrow for earnings, let's see, we have ACN, BSTG, LIQT, MOV, Ruby, RUBY, UAVS, VBLT. After the bell tomorrow, you got BIOC, Boxel, BOXL. A couple of names there. Reed, a soda company. RH, Restoration Hardware, will be reporting after the bell tomorrow. What else? VRML will be reporting. VJet will be reporting. And AKAO reporting after the bell for tomorrow. Once again, this calendar courtesy of the Trade Exchange News Service. Some stocks that had unusual call activity for the day. NIO, NIO, PDD, couple of China names there. Gap Stores, GPS had unusual call activity. Morgan Stanley had unusual call activity. Macy's call activity in that name. HOG, LBTYA, DAR, and JD.com. We actually traded JD in the service today. To the put side, unusual put activity. RLGY, SIG, GEXBI. So that's some of your unusual put activity. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of those names. So Macy's had some big call activity in it today. That one on the daily chart, trying to get back above the 50 SMA. Neo, it popped up when the call activity came out, but it gave it right back. So not really doing too much. Neo still sliding down, remaining below the 5 EMA. This yellow dotted line you see there. We also had Morgan Stanley. This had a call activity. Really didn't affect the stock too much. Morgan Stanley, as you can see, still remains below the 5 EMA. Not much of a reaction to it. Didn't hold the pop from the call activity. Kind of just faded off. Let's go ahead and look at the SPY on the 5-minute intraday chart for the SPY. We'll go ahead and do that right now. Let me make this a little bit bigger. Sorry. So, once again, we came down to the lows here today around that 277.60 area. We had gone down to those areas on the 25th on Monday this past week. We bounced off of there. We came back. We made a higher low here today. They bounced us off of that. As you can see, though, we were up when the market opened up. We faded off. We bounced back a little bit and then kind of faded off into the close here on the SPY. And in the after hours with the SPY, we're kind of moving down further here in the SPY. Not a big sell-off or anything like that. But I would say we have to watch that 277.50 area for tomorrow. This 20 SMA and the 280 area is what they're battling right now. We have the 5 EMA up in the way, the 10 SMA up in the way. We got as high as 281.79. The 200 SMA is at 275.30, the green line you see here, but we'd have to break down below this 277.50, 277.60 area before we start thinking about that. But we're not too far from that, so we'll see how tomorrow and how the overnight futures are going to be. People, like I said, are worried about the global slowdown. They're worried about the interest rates. That TLT keeps moving up and making traders very nervous. And I, for one, am keeping on the sidelines as far as swing trades right now in this market. Let's just look at the IWM and then we'll go into the watch list here. So, as you know, we've been remaining under the 200 SMA. We're trying to fight to get back above some of the faster moving averages, the 5 EMA. We remain right around the 50 SMA. Dip buyers did show up about that 150 area, pushed us back up. So we have a hammer candle here. Now, can we get some continuation to the upside here on the IWM? That's what everybody's watching. We're in this battle of the moving averages. The other day we came down to about the 100 SMA. So we're in this envelope of moving averages, the 50 and the 100, and staying between the two. So let's see if we get a continuation move to the upside. The upside on the IWM is 152.21. The low was 149.48. So those are some key numbers for tomorrow watching the IWM. Some stocks I'm going to have on watch for tomorrow. Ameren had a real nice pop. I believe it had some news. They popped this one up over 17 for a nice move up. It closed strong in the after hours tonight on Ameren, so I'll have that one on watch for tomorrow. AVEO, this one will be on watch. It's an under $1 name, but was getting good volume today. 30 million shares. They're popping it up. If they can break a dollar on this thing, could fill this gap maybe up to $1.50 area on AVO. AWSM moving up in the after hours, holding right around 389 at the moment. Has that $4 area. Has some resistance up here at 412 for AWSM. So I'll have this one on watch for tomorrow. Boeing will be on watch. Looks like it's trying to bottom here and turn back up. I mean, where else are they going to get airplanes from? It's not like you can just cancel your airplane an order and buy from somebody else. You could get it from Airbus, but it's going to take, quite a bit of time to get your plane. So Boeing is, trying to turn the corner here. So I'll have Boeing on watch for tomorrow. Beazer Homes, like I said, kind of a laggard in the group, but starting to get over some important moving averages here. Volume, 500,000 shares. So not a big volume trader, but if it gets found, maybe we could get a trade out of that or a swing trade. CHFS has been kind of perking up here a little bit. They did a 1 for 14 reverse split back here in January. The thing has been beaten down. It's trying to turn the corner. So CHFS, have that one on watch. A CRMD, 1 for 5 reverse split on this one took effect. So they're starting to find this one, maybe push it up. 2 million shares came into this one today. So that one will be on watch. CTRP, I think it needs to get up over this 43.05 area for CTRP. Had a good day today. Volume 8 million shares, so I'm watching that one. Eagle, they did a share buyback. There was a share buyback by one of the directors, starting to perk up here. Still below the 100. 100 SMA, sorry. So that is moving up a little bit. So I'll have it on watch. Jagex, if you like those under 50-cent names. So they popped this one all the way up to 50 cents. They pulled it back. It held the 50 SMA. They're turning it back up. So keep an eye on that one. Looks like it has 34 cents in the way right now. JD had unusual call activity again today. They're trying to get this one over $30, maybe over $29.75. Could get this one moving on JD. Morgan Stanley, because of the call activity, I'm going to be watching this one tomorrow. MTP, right? This stock popped up over $1 now. It's been down quite a few consecutive days, starting to turn the corner here. I think, it still needs to get above about 40 cents or so for me to get interested in. Volume was a little bit light today, but is trying to turn the corner. MTP, like I said, had popped up to about $1.10. NM, shippers are buying anything with maritime in it is getting pops. So this one popping up, volume 1.6 million shares on NM. That'll be on watch. NMM also will be on watch. 800,000 shares in this name, under $1 still, but we'll see if they want to move this one. Ali had earnings come out the other day. They popped this one up. 2 million shares came to this name. Has the highs today on Ali, OLLI, up here at $84.43. So maybe over that $84 area for Ali. SEEL. This one looks like it wants to go. It keeps bumping its head up against this 320. So watch this one if it can clear that 325 spot. 7 million shares traded in SEEL. Shack looks interesting on the daily chart, starting to get up over the 200 SMA. The high on Thursday, the 21st of March, was around 56.42. We're at 56, so maybe over 56.25-ish. Maybe we get a pop on Shack. Can be a little erratic in day trading, so you have to, if you day trade this one, play it small. If you try a swing trade, use a small position size on that one. SRAX, connected with crypto stocks. This one was strong all day today, 1.1 million shares. Maybe an inside day for tomorrow. We'll see. But a nice pop, so it'll be on my watch. Trill, TRIL, had that news that I read and butchered earlier in the video. But anyway, this one popping up, so I'll have it on watch. UXIN will be on watch again. See if we can clear that 403, 405 spot on that one. ZKIN, another China name, popping up a little bit today. So this one I'll watch. Maybe it catches some lightning in a bottle here on this name, ZKIN, popping up today. So ZKIN will be on watch for tomorrow. All right, this is Mike from zozostockwatch.com. I need your help. Please hit the thumbs thumbs up down below. That shows YouTube that you like the content. I hope you like the content, doing the best I can. If you do like the content, hit the thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button down below. Let's build up the channel. If you'd like to come see our service in action, we charge $30 for your first month, $30 for 30 days, costs you $1 per day. See if you like us, and you could come kick the tires and ask questions, see a real professional day trading room. Hope everybody has a good day trading tomorrow. This is Mike from zozostockwatch.com. Have a great day trading tomorrow.